Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, put this away. Close this. Okay, let's test. Yo, yo. There we go. Go to OBS. Okay, we're finally. Okay, let's spam this in Discord and let's get going. Discord announcements. Alright, finally. I guess for those who are watching this when it's not live, let me see if I can show here what I'm doing. Where's my stream button? Look at that. This is kind of the schedule of the day. A lot of interesting things to figure out. I'm gonna start off with, I bought a conveyor belt like 2 years ago, and I have no idea how it works. If it works, I've contacted the people who manufacture it. They don't even speak English, so it's going nowhere. So we might as well figure out how it works or burn it and just rebuild it. Then I have kind of a video that I want to work on, and I think I'm gonna make it a stream only video where we just build it on stream, and then at the end I do like a big video. That's for the M&M color sorting, but I want to do a world record. I want to try a world record. I think that would be crazy to do. And then move this out of the way. I got a couple of like examples of what we're going to be competing against, our oppositions. Maybe some water projects. I don't know what. I know I have a couple of Discord members that are good with that stuff. And what else we got? We got some stuff to take apart. We got a potential sponsor. We got to look at their products, find something interesting, and use it in a project. Potential sponsor here. And that's pretty much it. This is just for the water stuff. You know what? Let's do this. I think that's good. Now let me get a link here. Okay, put it like that, yeah. I guess we can look at this while people roll in. Let me just make sure everything's good. Do we have audio? We do. Just put the music a bit louder. Oh wait, we don't have the music thing here. It's a silly mistake. Okay. How's that? We're good there, we're good there. Get on. Get on. Alright, we're good on that. We can close this. Okay. All right, we're good to go. So what I want to do is, I had this idea written down years ago where I was gonna build like an insanely fast M&M sorting machine. It was just to be fun, like a fun project, but I keep coming back to this idea, and every time I'm like, I'll push it for later, I'll push it for later, and it's been, I want to say, at least 6 years. Not pushing it later as in like procrastinating, more like I'll wait for more budget, more time, you know, all those sorts of things. So I'm kind of at the point where I want to attempt it. And I got a couple of the fastest ones I can find, a couple slow ones, like different ways that they do it. And I got an example on how I think we can actually beat the record. Yeah, so I want to go through that. This is a video that, let me show you. This is a video that Guinness World Record made, challenging people to do it by hand. So I just want to watch that quick. Let me just pause that. All right. So check this out.
Do you want to get your name in the next edition of the Guinness World Records book? All you need are some M&Ms. Follow the instructions in the link, upload your video, and good luck! Orange M&M and the green.
So they want people to put it in a big bowl and sort it by hand.
Your video, and good luck! Orange M&M and the green ball, remove.
But I don't know, I feel like that's super boring, doing it by hand. There's a couple of attempts we can go watch online, but I'm 1000% doing it with a machine. Yeah, so gotta figure out a way to build this where we can actually attempt at beating the record. It would be crazy to get into the Guinness World Record. I don't think that's worthy, or however they value it, but just check this out. This is a potato sorting machine. As they fall, they get scanned and they get hit by these, you know, whatever you want to call them, like little poles. What's nice about this, you can run, I don't know how many there are here, but let's say 20, 30 potatoes at a time. Hey, here's the slow motion. So it shoots out and it springs back. It's not a complicated design, it's more like the camera analyzing that's probably complicated. But look how fast this is, and I bet this goes through way more than anything else. So it's like, how do we do this kind of for M&Ms? It's that, or which one? I don't remember which one of these. I think it's the first one. I put the same link twice. I think this guy here is a gravity fed. Yeah, this guy. So this guy uses like way more higher quality stuff than I was gonna use. It's like a Raspberry Pi and all that. And everything's cut out of plexiglass. I'll probably just do 3D printed. But check this out. So it falls down, gets scanned. Then he's got, what is it, 6 steppers, 1 for each color. And then redirects it into the right bin. But the problem with this is you're limited by 2 things. You're limited by gravity, right? So the M&M can only fall as fast as gravity will pull it down. So whatever that speed is, that's kind of your max speed for sorting one M&M. And then you're limited by the sensor getting flashed with an M&M and having to figure out where it goes. So my theory kind of is scanning an M&M and sorting it right away is kind of the hardest part because of how fast the M&M goes, right? So if I drop something from the sky and I tell you, figure out what color it is, it's really hard to figure that out. But what if I was to put you higher up, have you scan it super slow, and then cue that up, and then just shoot it out? Kind of like, I guess, a cue. So I was thinking, I was like, why Why don't we do that? Why don't we put some sort of like air compressor on it, have it shoot a strong stream of air out, and then it puts out an M&M, gets it queued up in a lineup, you know, and then as they're lined up, it just starts shooting them out into a stream of air. Only thing is, I have a feeling that if I was to do that, it would just explode the M&Ms when they hit the wall. So I'd have to design something around that. But pretty much this system is one of the best ones. It's just slow. It's just limited because of gravity. Like this guy too. But this guy's running way more, you know, this one's doing 1 at a time. This guy's doing, I don't even know how many, 10, 15 at a time. So, gotta find a way to do that. Let me see here. What's going on with this?
If you're tired of waking up to an alarm
Nice,
clock,
we got
driving
ads.
to work, and barely making ends.
Where do I want? I want OBS. Where's OBS? Right here. Yeah, so this is what we gotta attempt. Let's see, I'm gonna pull up the other examples. See if I can get some ideas here. I think the worst ones is where you have one place that moves to multiple locations. Like they have like a water slide, and then the M&M falls in the water slide, and the water slide turns and goes into different cups. That's one of the worst ones I found. It's so slow. It can break. Like there's just a million reasons why it doesn't work. What if your M&M gets stuck for a second and then it clips and it gets pushed into the next one? Because the whole way to get the record is to be accurate as possible. And if you're not accurate, you're most definitely not going to get the record. I think my method of air compressor probably has a higher chance of things going wrong. But if I can make it work, it would be nuts. Like let's say this guy's probably the fastest one that I've seen. And you see how he wrote fastest M&M sorter on YouTube? I'm taking this and I'm going to say... I don't even know. I gotta like mess with this guy here because his whole channel is just about building this thing. So there's this one too. Look at this one. Like that, so slow. Picks up one, moves, has to scan. It's like this is what's happening, but in a super slow thing. But this is using camera vision, not a color sensor. Then we got this one. See this is what I don't like, this like arm moving thing. That one right there. Does look good with all the stainless steel though. See this? So it feeds an M&M into here, and then this changes its angle. And then depending on which hole you're lined up with, it'll go into a different bin. I don't know. I feel like this one's way too slow. Like if I had it, even gravity, but if I had an air compressor feeding, I don't know, let's say 30 psi of air and an M&M getting absolutely launched, can that move fast enough and line up and stay lined up for the M&M to go through that hole and then do like the corner bend into the bin that it's supposed to go in? I don't think so. I would doubt it. What's this guy went crazy with all this? Yeah, so I like this idea he did. Where is it? For the agitator, I'm definitely going to use something like this. So it's just straight, like a curved spinner, pushes it into the hole, hole goes down, gets fed into the system. Thing is, if I'm doing this, you know what? I have a great idea. Okay, I'm gonna pull up paint here. I zoom in without blowing it up too much. I can't, okay. Okay, let's say we need to do the M&Ms, right? So we have like, oh, this is gonna be hard on the computer. We have M&Ms, right? Those feed into some sort of cue and agitator and go down. Then here, we're gonna need some sort of color detecting, color sensing, whether it's a camera, a color sensor, whatever. We're gonna need something here. Oh, you can't see the white. Then after that, we know what color we're dealing with, and it's gonna continue down. And then we gotta do something for color sorting. What if we did multiple versions of that? So can I copy paste this? Yeah, here we go. So what if we did like this, let's say? Right? And then we fed these all into the same... Where's my color? Is that it? Yeah. So then we fed these all into the same system. Right? And then this goes down. Now, one of these sensors can do detecting pretty fast. But the problem is if I'm using gravity or compressed air, it's going to be super hard to keep up with how fast the M&Ms need to go to beat the record. So why don't we just multiply how many color sensors we're using? Right? The 1, 2, 3. Let's say they always work in a pattern of 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So what we do is an M&M falls. Let's pick red. An M&M falls. Boom, 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 boom. It's here. This tells us red. Now it's here, right? And we know we'll have to figure out like the timing of everything, but we know that the M&M's falling down here, and goes into our main tube. Now, there's nothing that's going to be stopping the M&M. We just know, let's say, from agitator to color sensor, it takes 1 second, and from color sensor to bottom of the connection there, the joint, it takes another second. So we know within 2 seconds from agitator, we have an M&M ready to be launched with its color already detected. And we just run them all offset of each other. How many ever we need to get that flow, that amount of M&Ms per second that we need to beat the record. I'm guessing 3 to 5, probably. Then, now because we know exactly the timing of each one, right? So I can figure out a consistent number of how long it takes an M&M to go from agitator to color to joint, and then out of joint into where the air compressor launcher will be. So let's say I would have like, I have my air tank, I have my hose. Then in here, I would do like a fine nozzle, like that. And then this would be my airstream. And then something like that, let's say. Now, I don't know if we want to do color sorting by air nozzles, so we have like a nozzle per bin and it'll just fall and get absolutely launched into its bin. I think that's just going to destroy all the M&Ms. I think it'd be better to have one source of air and then some sort of stepper motor redirect. Let's pick a better color here. Let's say, like the other one there, we'd have like all these, and then each one would have a little flapper. Because these would have to be so fast. Let's say the last bin. Where's my pen? The last bin, like this. So we're doing red, right? Red goes down here. Red gets launched. Let's say red, it's the last bin right here. We need 1, 2, 3. We have how many colors? 6 colors, I think, M&Ms. We need 5 steppers to, like, by the time the M&M's down here, to pre-open and leave that last one open for it to fall in. I think this would be my biggest bottleneck here. Let me see what the people think. I have a feeling my my chats aren't working. Where's my... Let's see. YouTube chat is working. What's up with the Twitch chat? What do you guys think? What do you guys think would be the solution here? We need a way to do this. I definitely like this color sorting method. I think queuing up the M&Ms is the best option we have. Like, if I can color sort M&Ms faster than I can feed them into the Airstream to send them to a bin, that's my best case scenario. Like, the color sorting has to be as fast or faster, and then M&Ms have to get queued up, and then once they're queued up, they get launched into their respective bins. Now, the launching method, I'm not too sure. Let's go here and just compressed air. I'm not sure about this. Let me see. So let's just play a scenario here. Red falls, right? Right as red falls, an orange one falls right after it. Boom. Now we know orange. Right? Now orange is gonna fall into the joint, and red is gonna start falling as orange is right behind it. So now we know, ooh, this is where we have to keep things consistent. I have to make sure that the time for an M&M to fall has to always be the same. I have to make sure that the air compressor always has consistent airflow. That's going to be the most difficult one, I think. I might have to make my own little compressor setup or do something about that. Even though I do have enough air, I think, in a tank, if the pressure is not too high. And then we gotta keep. Then we gotta. Okay, this is I guess where it's gonna get complicated. The timing between the color sensor and the color sorter. I guess the guy in that video. Let's watch it again. This guy. Can I put full screen yet? I guess he figured out exactly how long it takes for an M&M to fall and hit one of those and go in. It doesn't look like... Let's see if he gives us a better angle. He doesn't have anything saying that it's fallen to a certain level. He just knows that from his color detection down, there's a certain amount of time. You see, he's probably doing the color detection... Probably doing the color detection down here. He's got his agitator. It's queuing up the color. Oh, wait, this is the color detector. Oh, this is actually not a bad idea. Wait, bring me back to the paint. This is not a bad idea. Can I zoom the hell in? Yeah. The way he's doing the color detection, he's got it set up as a... He's got it as a circle, right? With smaller circles inside for the M&Ms to fit inside. Then an M&M will feed through something like this. And it'll fall into here. Then this thing spins around like this, right? And let's say on this one right here is the output. So the M&M goes like that, goes like this, goes here, falls down, and then goes down, right? This is the output tube. The color sensor is probably here on this one. So he can, this is actually, I think, the best version of this. He can pre-cue the colors into an organized bin, so he doesn't have to worry about them falling in like offset times. This saves a lot of trouble actually, because my idea from the agitators right here, I guess people don't see my pen. Oh, whatever, it's fine. Here we don't know exactly like a consistent time it takes from agitator down, because we don't know when something goes into the agitator. The reason for that is, I guess it goes both ways. Because we're not queuing anything in the way I'm doing it right now. Like, look, if you go to this guy, where is he? This guy. You have one hole and the thing that spins that agitates. If it falls in the hole, great. If it doesn't, you're kind of just sitting and waiting. You need something to tell you that it's falling through the hole. So we can use like a one of those laser sensors that I have. So when an M&M falls, it detects a laser, lets it know it started, and then keeps going. That's not a bad idea. There's also one guy here that did like a full... Do I have it? I don't. He did like a fast version of this. It was for like drugs, like a pharmaceutical. But it was pretty fast, but nowhere near as fast as what I'm trying to do. And I don't think he was faster than this guy. Oh, did he make a mistake? I think I just saw a blue M&M fall here. Let's see, show the bottom again. Yeah. Shit, it's pretty accurate. He only messed up one. How do we get this going? Anyone have any suggestions on what we do here? I still like this idea here, but I don't want to start using cameras and having a computer. I want to have it like basic ass Arduino, 3D printed parts. If you want it, you can download the files, or I can print it for you and you just pay for the prints and the shipping. I want it to be simple where anyone can make it, anyone can have it at home. I don't like that it's like, this is like a $250,000 machine for sorting potatoes that no one's ever gonna own except for a top of the line farmer. We need a way. Okay, let's go with this idea. Let's keep going. We've got 3 color sorters. I think instead of doing an agitator with just a bin, I'm gonna use the idea of the fastest guy here. Where is it? Yeah, this thing. He made it look so good with this plexiglass. So I think this is the concept I have to go after. Oh, and you know what I can do? You know what I just realized I can do? I can make a massive bin with multiple color sensors in different locations. And then, ooh, can we do that? Oh, you know what the problem is though? If the color sensor can detect an M&M through the hole, but the M&M doesn't go fully into the hole, we're gonna have a problem there. Because that means that it detected a color, it thinks there's an M&M there, and it's not gonna know it. Okay, wait, this is gonna be some big brain stuff here. Okay. Okay, let's build this out. One would be like bin that holds all the M&Ms. Two, so let's go to our MS Paint here. How far can I go? Yeah, like that. So it's gonna detect the color. Can I scroll up here? There we go. It's gonna detect the color. It's gonna queue it up in this system right here. Then it's gonna send it down a tube. We have to detect. We have to do some sort of maybe like a secondary color detection to be sure. Because I need to detect that something's falling. I need to make sure that it wasn't a false reading. And then I need to send it down an airstream and get it sorted. And the timing between all of those can change. That's the problem. I need something that's consistent. Every time you send an M&M down my system, it does the same thing. Like, gets color scanned, goes down a certain route, gets hit by air, gets thrown into a bin by a flapper. What I definitely can do for the flappers is I can use a... Where is it? I have something I can use. These are... Ooh, I forget what these are called. Solenoid actuators, 12-volt solenoids, some version of that. Pretty much, it's a magnet inside, and when you hit it with a shit ton of power, it will change the polarity and just shove that rod forward or back. And I can just set up some sort of plate system that when this pushes, it pushes the plate out, and then a spring that shoves it back in super quick, so it could just be like like that, and then some padding on the plate, I guess, or some curvature would be crazy, right? So air shoots, hits some like, oh, that's a fucking banger idea. Because if I do the flaps, I gotta worry about the servo being able to hold the flaps back. Can we skip this ad, please? Shit, this would be a crazy. I definitely have to do that. I just have to find a way to do it where I keep the airstream good. That's my biggest fear here, is that we're gonna have, like, if we have too many moving parts, airstream is gonna be all over the place, and then you shove an M&M, and because of the wall or something having a hole in it, it's gonna make the M&M fall down prematurely or lose its path. I have to really... That's gonna be the hard part. But okay, here's my theory. Let's say... Where's my mouse? Holy, I hate this. Okay. Let's say this is my airstream, right? Let's do like this. And then I got bin, 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 right? I got airflow like this. Shit, what's up, Ben? We're trying to figure out how to make the world's fastest M&M sorting machine. There's a couple of like attempts out there, but I really want to break it. It has like no positive meaning or reasoning or anything. It's just would be cool to have it. Yeah, by colors, exactly. Like you're on Twitch, so I don't know if you know, I have a YouTube channel where I work with all sorts of sensors and things like that, and recently I used a color sensor. So I put something in front of it, and you know what, I'll just show you. So you put a color in front of it, it'll detect it and tell you exactly what it is. Let's this one here. So look, I put like a yellow tool in front of it, and then right away it tells me on that LED right there that there's a yellow tool. And when you switch it to another color, I think it was blue or white, right away, white. Now, blue. So I have a way to detect colors. I have a way to detect colors. Now I want to figure out how we can do it as quick as possible. Now there's a couple attempts out there. I'll show you one of them. This is probably my favorite and the fastest one that I found that works consistently. He's got like a big agitator up here where he shoves in all the M&Ms, and then they get sent down this kind of tube. Let's see, where does he start it? Yeah, so there's an agitator, they fall down the tube, and then there's little servo motors, or not servo, stepper motors here, with like flappers. And a flap will, see here, flap will open, M&M will go down, and then fall into its bin. And it's pretty accurate, he only missed one. But the problem with this is that he's limited by gravity. This is the fastest speed he can do. That's it. I want to go one step more than that. And I think my way to do that is to use an air compressor. So this is kind of my idea for now. We're still figuring out the top part here. Can I undo here? Yeah. So I'm still figuring out the top part. Right here. Improving from that seems difficult. That's the crazy part here. I want to make it. I just want to make it where you like shove a bag, and within, I don't know what's realistic, because I think there's the what's it called? Guinness World Record. They did a challenge here where you do it by hand. Look, they're like, if you want to be in the Guinness World Record, do it by hand and record it with a timer, and you can maybe be in our book. So, where is it? If I have, okay, I don't have it, but we could just go here. M&M and sorting. There's like a bunch of people on the internet that did it by hand and recorded it and tried to get into their oh, now I can't find it. There were so many kids doing this challenge, adults, like everybody was trying to do this. Something like this, let's say. Whatever, I think the fastest kid I found was 1:14 for a small M&M bag. And I think with my version here, I can do it like within seconds, the whole bag. Or I can maybe get like a family bag and just chew through it. But here's, let me walk you through the plan and you tell me what makes sense, what doesn't. What if you do multiple falling tunnels? Exactly. So this is the thing. Look at this guy. This is a potato sorting machine that's used everywhere for farming. They drop potatoes and there's a camera with like super high quality and the top of the line technology that scans it, sees if the potato's rotten or fits the criteria or not, and then hits it with this, I don't know what it's called, like these poles, and knocks it in. You've seen those? Okay, perfect. But they're still limited by gravity. The thing that's nice about this is that you can shove it wide and do a bunch of them, you know? But I don't know, I kind of want to keep... Oh, I have more ads, come on now. Do you hear it a little bit? Tell me louder or quieter. Heard music? Ooh, you in trouble? Probably. It's fine. Just tell me if it's too loud or not. I need something in the background so it's not just dead air all the time. This looks like it's a little bit too loud. Yes? Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Okay, so this is all my commission plastic. Like, this is when I do, like, all sorts of, I got, like, a whole box here of prototypes. I got all sorts of prints, like, for motorcycle parts and tools that I make. Whatever, this is, like, the work. So I got like batches of prototypes of like the same parts. That's all the stuff that I have on the website that I'm trying to get sold. Anyway, so I just did a big order of work plastics, so I have plenty for this M&M sorting thing. Like I can burn through this whole thing. But one that I'm really excited about that I haven't used in years is clear. It's not that clear. It's definitely like frosted. But with this, we can actually see the M&Ms going through the whole thing. And these are not that expensive. I can get them for like 15 to 20 bucks a roll. And I would probably only need like 2 for the whole project without the prototypes. So this would be super cool if we made the whole thing clear. Like that guy in the fancy video, this guy. He did everything with plexiglass. I'm definitely not in the budget for that, and I don't want to make this project so expensive that nobody else can do it. Like I want to make it where any of you can actually go and do it. I'll give you the files, I'll tell you what to buy, and then just go make it yourself. You know, maybe like under $100. Yeah, so that's the bin of plastics. I got like all the colors and oh my God. Making a comeback? Hell yeah, dude. We're coming back with the most innovative project ever. I hope you've been doing good. Uberstone, I haven't seen that name in a long time. Look at this. I'm locked in on this idea. It's been, I want to say 6 years. I want to make the fastest color sorting machine on the internet. And if I can get it to a world record, would be cool, but that's not the goal. There's like a trend of like people making color sorters on the internet, and this guy made one 8 years ago, and he wrote fastest M&M sorter on YouTube. And I just want to beat him. That's like my that's just my straight goal, is just to make it faster than his. So like I've schemed up like a couple ideas here. This looks like some schizo painting, but it's fine. And we're gonna make this happen. This is actually, let me erase all this garbage. This is actually probably gonna work. I think the only problems I'm gonna have is M&Ms getting shattered from the velocity that they're flying through. I have to leave now, sadly. Starting project, and some YouTube videos I can watch. Do you have Discord, Ben? Here, let me. Where's the? I don't know where the link is. I'm just gonna type it to you. We got a Discord. Give you invite link. Making it pressurized. I'm gonna do. I'd like to try doing like an air compressed tunnel and just shove a bunch of air, and M&Ms fall into the airstream, and then that's where they get shot into their bins. Because gravity is kind of the limit of how fast you can sort the M&Ms right now. Invite to server, copy link. You're in Twitch chat, right? Let me get the Twitch window open here. Yeah, Ben, just I don't know, say a message when you're in. Everyone is pretty cool in Discord. Discord command doesn't work. Shocker. I'll just put it Can I put it in the Twitch chat thing? Let me see. Okay, I'll figure it out later. Thank you for stopping by, Ben. Here's the Discord link. Okay. OBS. All right. Worked perfect. Thank you, John. Thank you, Van. Okay, let's get back to it. Screeper and Uber, I'll get you guys caught up. Give me a sec here to just finish the drawing. But if you have any questions, you let me know. So the way it's working is we got a bin up here. I don't want to start writing out. Bin is number 1. That goes into an agitator that's going to sort the M&Ms and color scan them at the same time and send them down into the airstream, right? That's 2. Then 3 is the color sensor, 4 is the little connecting tube here, 5 is our airstream hose, and then 6 is going to be our tunnel. This is going to be the big boy here. I can't draw a straight line for the life of me. No. Is there no? Here we go. Holy. Okay, let's just say it's like this, right? Then we're gonna have our bins, most likely something like this. Doesn't have to be that complicated, but this is just an example. Airflow, right here. Okay. Let me explain it. So up here we have a bin of M&Ms. I'm gonna take a bag. Like the goal is, I rip the bag, I take it. The second I flip it into the machine and press the start button, that's when the timer starts. So M&M bag goes in. Right away, the agitator starts to spin and shove. M&Ms fall into holes, and once they fall into a hole, they go through, I guess, a 3-step process. A 2-step process. They get color scanned, and then they get moved to another hole where they get sent down the system. That's everything that happens here in the agitator. Then it falls down, and it's gonna go into here. It's gonna hit that airstream, right? And then it's gonna fly super fast down this. Quick. And then when it's here, let me just erase that. It's gonna get hit with these like little air gates. I'm still figuring out how I want to do it. I do have these, you know, imagine like you put something here and you'll push it out and block the M&M, something like that. Okay, let's just make a drawing. So an example would be, it would be curved, always curved. Something like this. And it's hard to draw this out, but the curved part, let's say it's like this, it's going in and out like this. It's not flinging up and down like the other guy's project. So it would kind of push in, then an M&M would fly down like this, hit it, match the curve, and go down here. Because if you do any hard stops, like if this was just a straight wall, the M&M is either exploding or it's just flinging into another hole, or it's just not going where you want it to. So it needs to be super smooth. Everything from 4 down to 6, down to, let's add some numbers here. Air tunnel 7, this 8, and this 9. So everything from 5 to 9 has to be super smooth, otherwise it's gonna get, like, they're just gonna get shattered. The M&Ms are gonna get destroyed. Like I'd like to have them where they're eatable. So it goes here, it flings down, and it gets into this. And then here I would do some sort of like, I don't even know how, Some sort of sponge with like a hole in the middle. Some sponge with a hole. And then it just gets like flinged around in here a bit and then falls through the hole. What do you guys think? Does this have potential to beat it, the world record? What can we change? I think for the agitator, this thing is gonna work like this. So, circle, right? And then mini circle. Where's this thing? Can I not copy paste? Okay, so it would be like this. I know the whole thing should be under pressure pulling vacuum, otherwise its speed is still capped by the gravity before. Exactly, yes. The problem that we were running into before, so the color sensors that I'm using, I made a video on them. I'm gonna pull it up quickly, or just the short. Just look at how you saw the video. Okay, look at how fast it detects. It's not that fast. Like there's a delay there. So the problem I'm running into is if a color sensor can't accurately scan an M&M while it's flying by super quick, I have to upgrade to a camera or something smarter, expensive, whatever. I want to keep this as cheap as possible so that people can build it themselves. Because that's kind of the big middle finger to all the guys that are building like expensive college projects, is they're spending a lot of money and time, where I wanted to have it like you can go with like 30 bucks in electronics and make this. The other stuff is a bit more expensive, like printing and whatever, but I want to keep it simple. I want to use Arduinos. I want to use the color sensors, something around there. I don't want to put like a Raspberry Pi with a camera and plug it into my computer and do all that. I just want to have it like a simple project, you know? Simple. But look, here's the problem with what you're saying. Look at the delay on this. Can I pause? Yeah. Okay, watch. So put it, nothing. Nothing. Now. So it took, I don't know, let's say a second? No, not a second. Half a second? A quarter of a second? How long do you think? And I could probably fine tune that, but let's say it's a decent amount. So that's why I'm saying if we made this agitator like this, look. Okay, this is a rough drawing, but you're gonna have to stay with me, okay? I don't know if this music is copyright free. Okay. So
I just built a budgeting app in base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible. Nina can't code.
okay, here's how we would do it. All the M&Ms would fall into this.
So you're saying we can...
Can't you overclock this sensor? I don't think so, man. Those things are pretty cheap garbage, if I'm being honest.
Just built an inventory tracker.
Like, I played with them a lot. They're not that quality. That's why I'm saying,
Who still owes for the group's lunch?
just let's imagine this. Let's imagine that the agitator always goes in a 3-hole system. One hole gets used for grabbing an M&M. So
I want to animate this graph.
these holes would be, I don't think they have to be bigger, but these holes would be, the goal is of that hole is just capture an M&M that's falling. That's it. Then the second hole would be where the M&M goes to get color scanned. Right? So CS. That's the color scanning hole. This one right here. And then, holy ads, bro. So, okay, color scanning hole. From the hole where they would fall into. And then, where's the... And then this hole would be where the output tube is. So it would go down here. Right? And then that's where we would continue over here. Draw a better arrow. Does that make sense? So a big plate, a bunch of holes, and the more holes I add and the bigger I make it, the more color sensors I can put, the more output tubes I can put, the more of everything. The only issue I'm having is how do I scan multiple M&Ms, shove them down a tube, and make sure they're queued up in the order that I want them. That's what's messing with my head. Let's say I did this plate theory, right? So I had 1, 2, 3. That's 1. 1, 2, 3. That's 2. 1, 2, 3. That's 3, right? So we get 3 output tubes that all feed down like this. Now, an M&M is going to fall from one of those and have to get into some sort of joint. And then that joint is going to feed down into the main part down here where the air compressor is, the air feed. So how do you consistently track and make it so you know the queue of M&Ms that are falling through these holes? So if a red one falls in here, and a what's another color? Yellow. The yellow one falls in here, and a blue one falls in here. How do I consistently make it so that I know which one's first, which one's in the middle, and which one's last? Because I don't know position sensor. What do you mean? Yeah, actually, I could put a sensor at the end for the wheel. Yeah, no, that 1000% yes, you're right. I do have to put a position sensor, but I'm saying, let's say the red one falls at the same time as the yellow one, the same exact time. Now they're both going down into the joint, right? One falls first, and the other follows behind it. Because it's possible, I can't see the yellow at all. It's possible that they're both gonna go into the big circle here, right? It's possible that they're both gonna fall into the same hole, or to different holes at the same time. They're gonna get scanned at the same time, and then they're gonna go down into the sorter at the same time. I think the only way is to do what you said, use a position sensor, but add one more thing. You can add an offset, but there's no way of predicting which one is going to get an MM first, because if you look in this video, fastest M&M sorter, you see how they're all like flinging around, and sometimes they grab into a hole and sometimes they don't. Like look, it skipped one right here, red one went in here, orange one went in there. You see what I'm saying? I think what I might do is add a position sensor and then also add one of those what are they called? I've done like 2 videos on this shit. Not the laser ones, the ones where they shoot light and when something crosses the light, like a photo resistor, but it's like a gate. Whatever. It's like a I'll show you. It's like an LED that shines onto a photoresistor sensor, and then when something crosses the path, it triggers. It triggers an output. So I can have one, and those are super fast. I can have one set up at each tube. And then that way I know, like, red got scanned up here, red fell, red hit the tripwire before yellow hit the tripwire. That way it doesn't matter. That actually, this would make sense. That way it doesn't matter what happens here or how long it takes. Because I know guaranteed that whatever M&M came out of the color sensor, the first M&M that's going through this gate is going to be that color that went through the sensor, right? It's a queue. So I can stack this tube right here, this one. I can stack it with as many M&Ms as I want. I know the queue because I already built it through the color sensor. And then they just hit that laser gate, and I know, okay, the one that just went through tube 1 is going in first. What was it? Read that. Okay, it was a red M&M. This might seem like some crazy shit, but this actually solves that problem. I feel like this is a super doable project. It's gonna take some time though. I think I'll do some work on it this week, and then I'll do again a stream on next Sunday, and we'll kind of do an update. You know, like I'll make like a really basic prototype, and then I'll sit on stream and we'll figure out how to make it better. This is super doable. Like, look, it's not that fast. It's not that fast. Let's say, how long does it take? He starts it. Okay, he starts it right here. 22 seconds. $47. Your speed is capped by the color sensor. 2 seconds per scan. Let's say I can get it down to like a consistent half a second per. Okay, this is gonna be some crazy math that I don't know if I can handle, but watch. Let's say one color sensor can do a scan every 0.5 seconds. Right? That means 2 color sensors can do 2 scans every 0.5 seconds, right? Or 1 scan every 0.25 seconds. Which, stay with me now, four scans a second. Right? Now, if we need more, we just multiply this. Where's my mouse? Multiply this by 2. So we would have 8 sensors, right? No. What did I do? 2 means we can do this. 4 scans per second with 2. Yeah, so here. So 4 would mean we can do 8 scans per second. Right? 8 would mean we can do 16 scans per second. Now let's check some numbers quickly. How many M&Ms in a large M&M bag? 1,200? No way. In this? That's 7 pounds? Wait, is this like the... like in Texas? Where the fuck? Where do you get M&M bags this big? You see, the regular ones have about 56. It's a 38-ounce party size? Holy shit. Okay, these numbers don't make sense. Okay, let's say 500. Let's just say 500 because these numbers don't make sense. You're gonna need a calculator here. Do I have one? I'll just use my phone. Okay, where's the calculator at? So, if we have 500 M&Ms, and we scan at 4 sensors, let's say. So we're scanning at 8 per second. How many can we scan if everything else is maxed out? Or how long would it take it, I should say. So 500 divided by 8 is 62.5. So holy, this is some real schizophrenic writing here. How fast is the... what's the WR? The world record? I don't know. There is technically no world record. There's a kid that did like a record by hand and it was not that good. It was like a minute and a bit, but it was a small bag, like the 60-piece bag. I want to get now that 7 pound 38 ounce whatever it was and do that one. But there's no official record, but Guinness World Records seems to like this M&M stuff, and I think if I made a video and I can get it viral enough, I could just tell them like, let's do a world record. How cool would that be? It'd be the dumbest world record to have, but I would love to have that one. It's been like 60. I'm gonna find the original file where I wrote this down. I was like writing YouTube links and I was like, I want to get this done. Okay, so wait. 500 M&Ms, 8 a second. That would mean 62 seconds to sort that. That's definitely too slow. We need to be doing like, you know what, can we... how do we figure out how long it took that other guy? Let's see. This is done with a Raspberry Pi and a Pi cam. You see, he doesn't even use a color sensor. He used the camera and a Raspberry Pi. I could slap a car battery on my rig and do it in the street. I mean, I guess he could too, but he needs his computer and the Raspberry Pi and all that. Fuck that. I just want to on button, throw the M&M bag, and take my color and leave it alone. Okay. Okay, how do we figure out... what did we say? It was 22? It was 47 seconds minus 22. So in 25 seconds, he did how many M&Ms? Let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10. That's a little bit less than 10. So let's say this is probably like 30. Let's say this is what? This is like 100 M&Ms, let's say. Whatever, something around that. 100, 150 if you want. So it took him 25 seconds to do that. Let's say this is 100 M&Ms. It took him 25 seconds to do that, which means 100 M&Ms divided by 25. He did 4 M&Ms a second. And it feels not bad speed. I think let's say 5 M&Ms a second. That doesn't seem too off. That doesn't seem too off. Like, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So we need to beat around 5 M&Ms a second. And if we do this with 8 a second, we're already nearly doubling or halving his time for the same amount of M&Ms. What do you think? I think we go way crazier. Look, how many sensors can we shove on this? How many sensors can we shove on that before it's like we're pushing the limit? Like it's abused. 3, 4, 6, 10, 8, 15. How many can we put on there? Color sensor, an output tube, and then down into the laser thing here. How many do you think? Where's my window? Let me check something quick. What do you guys think? How many color sensors can we shove on this agitator before it's too much? We need 2 color sensors, technically, maybe 3, to be tied with the current YouTube record. So how fast do we gotta go? I gotta find something we can use as an example here. You know what? Let me get some cardboard. That wasn't good. Gonna make like a demo piece here. So let's say this is our board here. We need a color sensor. Where are they at? Like, how many of those can we shove on this thing? So, I actually do something cool here. I can pop up my second camera. Look at that. Oh no. No. Sheesh, look at the production quality over here. Let's see. This space here is a color sensor. Then this space here is an output. And this space here is a grabber. So what, like this is a real proper way to measure things. Let's see. Okay, so we can fit 4. We can fit 4 on this plate. I could technically make more than that in the middle. I don't know if I want to do that. Let's see, how many of these sensors can we even connect at once? Let's go with 4. You know what? Let's lock in 4 for now. So, where's the math on that? 4 would give us 16 readings per second. That's a lot. No, sorry, 8 readings per second. That's a lot. Like, if we have him queued up, that's the only problem. If they all read at the same time, I need them to queue up. You got any suggestions on how to do that? How do you get them to offset, to read offset? This is what I'm going back to. It's always this, like, let's say, or do I just go off the if I have 4, I can read up to 8 a second, but not guaranteed. That's just my limit. That's the problem. There's a chance that when you throw all the M&Ms in, they're not going to fall into the holes for a second, and then that time is going to be wasted. So, like that guy in the video, it's like he pressed the button, and they right away started falling. Right? And this one? You see, they're all queued up. It's gonna... This whole project is going to depend on, can I make the agitator good enough to feed up to 8 M&Ms per second. And then I'm probably going to have another problem of, can I make all the Arduinos... I'm probably going to have to use multiple Arduinos. Because I don't think one can compute quick enough to do all this at once. So I have like, what, 4 Arduinos? It's going to be crazy. Let's see. I've never done that. I'm guessing you have to use like the bus port. Typically divide tasks or expand input-output I/O capabilities. You need establishing a connection between them, yeah. Probably have like a bunch of Arduinos feeding into one. Let's see. This is the problem with using Arduinos. They're single-threaded. I don't know how fast they can go. What do you guys think? Mm. ESP32? Maybe, but then this is back to my issue of me wanting to keep it simple enough that anybody can do it. I guess I would have to make one version that's like the world record version, and one that's a normal person version. You know, like someone who's gonna buy one color sensor and one Arduino and do it without air compressor. Build like that version as the prototype, and then once I add all my crazy stuff, that'll be the world record one. This actually is a crazy project if I can make it happen. It'll be like a 20-minute video. But I'm gonna make it more entertainment, like fun to watch. I'm not gonna make it educational. This whole thing sounds like a series. Yeah, but I think that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like a live streaming series, and then the final video will be like a big ass video that hopefully I can get to go viral. Like, here's the problem. If you just look at my channel, all my videos do well, but it takes them like 3 years to cook. Like you actually were there when these videos came out when nobody watched them. Like if you scroll down, let's say like these videos, tracking sensor and fingerprint sensor and all these, they had like 5 views within a week or whatever. Like they were dead. And then now, this one's 5 years ago, but if you go up to like the newer ones, like this one has 97,000. 97,000 views on a video for my size. That's crazy. But it just takes 3 years to build that ramp and grow, you know? It's like, it's purely evergreen. There's like no virality to this. And I don't want to make videos now and wait 3 years. Like, look, these are like 100 views, 200 views, whatever. I don't want to wait till like 3 years for them to do well. So I need to build videos that will drag people in now. You know what I mean? I need to make more, I hate using the word viral or hype videos. Something people can watch casually, because all these videos you're only watching if you have that thing. So let's say like, if you want the color sensor video, you have to buy this ahead of time, go to Google, search color sensor, whatever the hell, and then hopefully my video pops up and then you go and you use it. So all the views are straight from like the search engine. Like, I don't think a lot of people are opening up YouTube and saying color sensor and being like, oh, I wonder what that is today. But if I said I made a world record M&M machine, or I broke the world record for fastest M&M machine, it'd be like, okay, like that could be fun. Like, what did he do? So I gotta make more viral stuff. They take like 3 weeks to do, and then, you know, they get 200 views and they sit there for 3 years. So I'm gonna make it into a series that I use on live, and then the individual parts of the project, like let's say designing a part, updates, whatever, I'll make those into videos. So let's say once a week I'll do a video. I'm gonna bring out the drawings again, the schizo drawings. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So once a week I would do a stream, let's say, so for Sunday is going to be the live day. Maybe every Monday I'll do a video updating the project. Right? Would Monday be good? Maybe Saturday. And then each part of the series could be like, maybe we'll do one with color sensor and M&M. We'll do one with 3D printing and building the actuator. We'll do one with like air compressor and how to control air with an Arduino, right? Using solenoids. Like I have a, where are they? Whatever, it's somewhere in here. Do something like that, you know? Set up everything so that it's like once a week, let's say for like a month and a half, 2 months. We build it up. And then I try to build the hype for the final video. And on the final video, I go crazy. I put like the most time into editing and everything and I make it like a fun ass video. And I try to contact, I don't even know how that works. Let's see. Have you made an application? I don't have an application. What does that mean? Oh, they have a search. Let's see. Bruh. Let's see. World record M&M sorting. The fastest time to sort 500 grams of peanut M&M colors is 51 seconds. Oh, he actually did it. Is this by hand?
The last time I wanted to break the world record for the fastest time to sort 500 grams of peanut M&Ms, I had a new time of 1 minute 19 seconds and did it with a 1 minute 14 second run. Come on.
Okay, this is by hand. Fuck that, I'm not doing by hand, I'm doing full automated. He did 500 grams of peanut M&Ms in 1 minute and 14 seconds. $500 grams of peanut M&Ms is how many M&Ms? 215 to 230 individual pieces. So with our math earlier, let's say 250. So 250 M&Ms. What was the math there? 8 seconds. So divided by 8. It would take us 31.25 seconds. Let's say 32 seconds to be safe. And this was 250. This was way more M&Ms than them. If we did their math, 230 divided by 8. So it would take me 29 seconds to do what he did in 50. Shit, he did it fast for a human. Is there a way to watch this? He did that super fast. What kind of records do they have for robots? Is that a thing? Cheapest robot, softest robot, heaviest robot, strongest robot, fastest industrial. Okay, so it's definitely something we can go for. Like fastest M&M sorting. Let's see, sorting. Fastest time to sort 30 gemstones. Fastest time to sort 100 coins. Most socks sorted in 30 seconds. Fastest time to sort 30 marbles. Fastest time to sort 40 postcards. Colored crayons. Okay, 100% there's a category for this. Here, sweets, candies. 30 sweets in 20.48 seconds. What is the math there? 30 divided by 20.48. She did 1.5 candies a second. That's terrible. We're gonna be doing 8 at least, if not more. Let's say we can do... How many sensors? We need... Each sensor can do, with our math, how long? We can do 2 a second, right? So if we had 5 sensors, we can do 10 a second. I think that should be the goal. 5 color sensors, each doing 2 M&Ms a second. What do you think? Uber, is that too much or too little? Like 10 is a good number. And that gives me space to really be ahead of anybody else. Like remember, that one guy was doing 4 to 5, so I would just try to double his time. And maybe if, you know, if it's going well and everything's working well, I could just mega size that plate, because it would just be 3D printed. I could just mega size the plate to the biggest size my big printer can go, which is like is it 400 millimeters, so 16 inches. So I could do 16 inches squared. That's a lot more than 5. I could probably do 10 sensors with that. That'd be wild. What's the math there? If 5 sensors are doing 10 M&Ms a second, that means 10 seconds. So 20 M&Ms a second. That would be nuts. 20 M&Ms a second. Remember, the small bags is what, 60, I think it said? So a small bag would take 3 seconds on the machine if we can build it to do 20 M&Ms a second. Imagine you just pour the M&Ms and by the time you're done pouring, at the bottom, you just have like all the sorted colors. We gotta try this.
As a small business owner, a million things can keep you.
I was chasing shadows, moving too fast. Didn't see the way of love, couldn't last.
As a Uber, as somebody who's the perspective of a viewer, what would make it the most interesting for you to, like, how would you present this to yourself? Like, I can't work on this project every day, and I'm not gonna put a shit ton of money into it. I'll give it like $100, $200, $300 budget. Like, I'll do something like that, but I'm not gonna do over $500, $1,000, whatever. And I need to make it entertaining enough where I can break it down, like you said, into a series. How would you present it? Would you do it like, I'm building this, here's part 1, Michael Reeves style? That's how the final video would be. The final video would be totally like Michael Reeves, William Osman, like I would create an enemy. The storytelling is, I would create a complete enemy out of this random guy. I think I commented on this video years ago. If I comment, will it be at the top? Anyways, I would present this like, if I was to do like a Michael Reeves style video, I would make this guy like my biggest enemy. And I would make that the whole focus of the video of like, I'm gonna destroy you and make a world record and make you change that title to the second fastest M&M sorter. Poor guy. Doesn't even post anything about this stuff. I feel like that would be the way to do this. And then I'm gonna take your advice on the series and I'm gonna make this into a series so I can juice it for more videos. Like, I'll make videos on the parts that I'm using, regardless of the build. You know, like if I'm doing like if I'm gonna use this thing, the solenoid actuator, I'll just make a video about the solenoid actuator, and then I'll anyways be using that for the main video. That way I can double up. This is exciting. Still gonna have to figure out like the little details, but maybe I can make a demo, like a very basic shitty demo. I think that would be my best case. I make a shitty demo of like one color sensor, one bin, or sorry, two bins, one color sensor, red or green M&Ms, and just go between the two and just learn how to make that work. And then snowball that into like a bigger, crazier version. First vid should be getting it working with one sensor, no, and then the second one, exactly. Like completely juice it out and build out the hype. That's the most important. Like that's what I was trying to. I wasn't trying to just yap. You know how my videos, they, like I said, they don't do well short term, and then they do well, really well long term. That would be like, I'd have to build a hype around it, even if it's like 100 people that are excited to see that video. And when it drops, 100 people see it. That's going to be enough to snowball it like crazy. So I would do like more technical videos, more fun videos, build up the hype, and then do a crazy video with the whole thing like clapped out, and then go for the world record. And if I can get a world record person, would be nuts. Let's see. Let's actually write this down so I don't fuck this up. M&M sorter series. How would you break this down? Let's see. I'm gonna write what you said. First video should be getting it working with one sensor. Okay, but let's say to get it working with. Okay. Let's do this. Working with one sensor demo. What do I need to make it happen with one sensor? I need a color sensor. I need let's use the solenoid actuator. What else do I need? I need the air solenoid. Right? Need air pusher. I need air solenoid. What else is an aspect that I would need? Building the, what was it called? Agitator? I could just make this a video about like when you have a bunch of something and you want to feed it down one by one. I can make that into a video. Like a design video, you know? What else? Let's look at our pictures. They feed up here. They go down, a color sensor. Oh, the laser emitter thing? Laser gate, what was it called? Laser gate sensor. Photoresistor. What else? I guess that's kind of it. It'd be like 3D print everything video design and final build. I'll do final build technical, which will be like all the wiring and the connections and the code and explaining how it works and whatever. And then I'll do final build fun, whatever that means. So look at that. It's like just to make a one basic, okay, not basic, but like a one version of my thing. Should I get the Arduino starter kit from your YouTube link in the bio? Is there a way we could probably support? Yeah, you can get the kit from the bottom there. If you want on Discord, just write a message like in the general group chat of what you want to do or the kind of things you want to do, and I'll give you the best kits. Because there's some that are like I'm actually talking to a company. I'm trying to get them to do a sponsorship. Look, Amazon Arduino sensors. I don't know what you want to do, Ben, or what you want to learn, or if you kind of don't know yourself. But there's kits like this, for example. You see how it's like a bunch of sensors, and you can play around and actually have fun? And then there's kits like this. Like these. Like this one's actually not that expensive, but there's ones where they're like $100, and they come with like wires and what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They come with 7 sensor motors, whatever, and the rest is like garbage you can get yourself. I just want to get started with the basic kit and figure out what I want to build from there. Okay, so I can send you in Discord. Just send me a message. I would recommend the other kit there, like something like this, and then you go buy the individual shit you need. Oh, here, you sent a link. Open it up. Yeah, you see, like, what I don't like about this is you're paying 80 bucks. This is what this is Canadian. Okay, let's just pretend this is real money. This $72 Canadian. You're getting a basic Arduino, a couple of like random things like the LED array. I don't even know what that is. Some sound sensors. Like, you're getting a bunch of shit I'm being honest with you, you're probably not going to use. If you want to actually learn, I think it'd be better for you to get a kit like this. And I'll send you a link. Just remind me in Discord. This thing has everything. Like, look, you have how do I take this out and show my? Can you see my mouse? Yeah. You guys see my mouse, right? Like this. If I remember correctly, this is
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube plus the music.
Fucking ads again. Sorry for the long. No, you're good. You're good. The link is good. You got an LED display. You got like flame sensors. You got touch module, button module. You got a contact switch. You've got force sensors. You got liquid. It's like a pad. You put water and it'll detect if there's water. Leak detectors, whatever you want to call it. You have like an actual LED matrix, and all these are built onto boards that you could just plug in easily to your Arduino and learn how to use. It's not like you have to build the little intricate stuff by yourself, you know? Because most of the time you want to use an LED, and it's not on an LED like module. You got to put resistors and set it up, and for me it's a headache. I don't like doing it, so I'd rather you get a kit like this, and then you get, let's say, like one of these. Shit, the price went up crazy. Alright, I'll find you a link for something cheaper, but get yourself one of these, maybe 2. Depends on you. And then you can go out and have fun. You can get yourself like some 5-volt motors. You buy like a cheap kit. Like, you just build it over time, you know. But I need the main working part. No, that's only, yeah, exactly. So that's only the sensors. But your kit that you gave, I have this. I bought multiple of these. Like, let me show you. Okay. Most of these you're not going to use. Depends on what you want to do, but most of these you're not going to use when you're learning. Most of these, maybe one you'll use. You're definitely probably not going to use these. Yes, yes, no, no, no. Definitely won't use these. This is when someone's learning. When someone's never done this stuff before, this is my opinion. So you can use one of these. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Probably not. Yes, yes, yes. Oh shit, that's actually nice. Yes. Yes, probably not. Probably not. Yes, yes, probably not. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, probably not. Definitely. Yes. So it's like, look, it's like half the kit you're not going to use, you know? This is just my opinion. If you don't mind putting a little bit more money in it, get both. Spend $100. You know, like that kit. This kit is $70. Maybe find one with a little bit less. Like just a. Here. Let's say, like, get yourself a kit like this. Like, I'm a big fan of Alegu and some of the other companies, but get yourself like a simpler kit like this, and a big kit like this. $70 for me Canadian, but 70 euros for you. Oh shit. I mean, hey. I don't think it's worth it for you to buy it anyways in Canadian dollars and then get it shipped out, but I mean, that's Amazon, like, adjusting prices. I'm a fan of this kit, but I want them to sponsor me before I, like, promote the shit out of it. I'm telling you guys because there's only, like, 2 or 3 of you in here. I think this is the best learning here. Because with these, you don't have to focus on learning how to wire and, like, do electronics. You just focus on, like, how do I take an input or an output and set it up, you know? Yeah, if you send me, Ben, a Discord link, Discord message in the server, and I'll get you links that where you get I get a kickback. You don't have to pay more or nothing. It's just straight affiliate. So if you want to support the channel, I guess you could do like that. Just let me know, you know, what you want to buy, and I'll. If you want, actually send me the links on what you're interested in, and I can give you back links. Or just as my code, and I think they give me a kickback. They give me like 5% or something. Alright, that's figured out. Ben, I don't know if you were here for the earlier part, but me and Uber were trying to figure out how to turn this whole thing into like actual content, so that it can do good. Because if I just make one video, it's probably just gonna sit for like 4 years. No one's gonna see it, and then eventually it's gonna blow up. So how do I make this into a series that builds hype and people actually want to watch the results, you know? And I think I'm gonna focus on this one. I'm gonna focus on making it less educational and more entertainment. I want like someone who gets home from work can like watch a fun video and doesn't have to be like, hey guys, we're gonna do code. Here's the code. Copy this. Like, I don't want to, you know, I'll make it actually fun. Like Michael Reeves or William Osmond or one of these guys. So I think this is the breakdown. Educational color sensor video, educational this, educational this, educational this. Shit, they're all educational except the last one. I'll make this bigger so you guys can actually see it. Okay, all good, Ben. We're gonna figure it out and then we're gonna make a video on it. Oh, I know this one's fun. Yeah, just write a message in the Discord and I will get you the links. I'll do it right after the stream. What's fun videos you can make on this stuff? Maybe I just make like 2-minute videos on showing how something works without getting into the technicalities of it. Would people watch that? Like a 2 to 5 minute video, zero educational, like just straight fun. Like here's a air compressor when you plug it into a big. Ooh, do I have? Oh, it's okay. It's in a box down here, but I have these big ass. You know what? I'm gonna show you. Uber, I hope you're still here. I'm showing you. Like, look at this. I'm gonna have to open these up and like service them, but oh, it's full of spider webs. Do you see how big you see how big this thing is? Like I'm a 6 foot dude. That thing's big. And I got bigger ones, but they're like not as strong. But I would be totally willing to buy one of those insanely big ones. Oh shit, just dropped everything. This is pneumatic actuators. This one's all rusted because it's probably 10 years old. But this thing can put out 1 MPa? What does that mean? This thing can like launch me up in the air like a foot or two. If I had like a platform and I jumped on it. So imagine like I made a video where I was like, here's how to use this. Collab with some of the model and build her insane machine, yeah. This would kill though. I think that would be actually a very cool video, like, oh, like here's how you, or I could be like the little one and the big one. Like I spent so much money on these. I got like this little baby one. Like this is what I would, this is one thing I can use for M&Ms, you know? Because it has two set up here. One is air that pushes it to go out, and one is air that pushes it to go in. So the speed that it goes out, it can also go back in. That's why it makes sense. Hopefully I didn't blow air into the mic. And I also got a lot of these CO2 cans. I've got CO2 cans, like mini CO2 cans. And I've got this bicycle like emergency pump. Actually, I'm not going to waste one now, but anyways, you put the CO2 can into this emergency bicycle pump, then you flick the valve open, and it lets out the full pressure of that can, and then this I can connect to whatever I want and have like a really small handheld like pneumatic actuator, you know? Like, these cans are like 900 PSI or some shit. No? Should say. There's some crazy PSI. But yeah, I definitely want to do something on that. I'm gonna try it. I'll make like 2-3 of them of those videos, and I'll see how they do. Like just purely fun videos where I'm like, I want to punch a hole through a watermelon, and I just hold this and just boom. This has to weigh like 10 pounds. You get anything? If I was to ask you, Uber, like, what's one thing that you've seen or would want to see? Like, I've got a lot of stuff in here. I probably have something that you can think of. I'm just curious, what's the hype these days? There was like a phase of like electronic shocking, kind of sparked by Michael Reeves. Then, what was it after? I was thinking it'd be pretty cool to put to have a chat GPT Arduino. Like, connect my computer to an Arduino, have chat GPT, build something, and then tell chat GPT how it works, where it's connected, and have chat GPT make the project for me. I feel like this would be a pretty fun video. What do you think? Oh, Shama's in here. What do you guys think? We got this series here. I'm definitely gonna do that this week. I'm gonna get started on that like now. Building an AI robot with the camera and try to make... Oh, that would build himself, like tell me what to grab, what to put where. An AI agent programming Arduino could be interesting, yeah. I think that would be a good like integration. Like, imagine I have ChatGPT and I got Arduino and they're linked. And I have the color sensor and I'm like, hey, I want to make a project with the color sensor. I don't know how to code. But have it... I guess you can already do that. I need a way to do it where they're automatically connected. Like maybe a Raspberry Pi with a microphone and a speaker. And like talk to ChatGPT and be like, hey ChatGPT, I'm building this and that. Can you write the code for it and upload it? I don't know how hard that would be. I need these videos to be something I can make in like a day or two. I have to think about the ChatGPT integration. What else? What else is something fun that no one did? I have one that I want to do. Maybe you guys can tell me thumbs up, thumbs down. It's a thermal sensor. So you can actually see in the dark, but with thermal. And you have to display it on a display and everything, which I have. How do you guys feel about that? You sent me a short, let's see. Let me grab the link. What do you guys think about a thermal sensor for Arduino? Not like Raspberry Pi or something, like you can run it with your Arduino.
Can you take a look?
Oh, I've seen this guy.
Sure thing, and let me take a look. Oh, it's a fork. That was...
I can't put the music and get... This is a pretty cool idea. But how long has he been working on this stuff? It's been like a long ass time, no? Yeah, a couple months. A year probably. Yeah, this guy does some pretty cool stuff with that robot. Talking fish is a great idea. I think I would do thermal sensor soon. I can here, right. Let me just open it up on the second screen. Let me see what videos I got queued up and you guys tell me how you feel about it. This is like I feel like I'm getting a view into the people who watch the video. Okay, so here's a couple of videos I was working on. One is, I have it in the box here. It's like I built a rig where where you set up a bunch of pieces of plastic. Let me just show you. I don't have the piece of plastic, but okay, you see this rig here? I'm gonna put 2 pieces of plastic like this, 3D printed plastic, and I'm gonna test like 20 different methods of gluing them together. So welding, we've got glue, we got tape, we got melting them together. I've got like a huge list. I don't know where these plates are. Oh, here. So here's an example. I got one. It's Gorilla Tape. Yeah, exactly. I already promoted the idea. It's a big video to make, and I wasn't sure if there was any interest behind it. So now that I have you guys can tell me what you think. The goal was to like make this rig, right? Put the pieces of plastic like this. It's a bit hard to do with one hand, but whatever. Right? And then I'm gonna make all the different versions, and then I'm gonna actually test them. So we can do like a hammer drop test from a certain height or whatever, and see what the best method is. And it's kind of just like a free for all with all the different ways we can make things stick together. And I would have like legit good ideas and also like stupid ideas. Love the stream. Thank you. Thank you, sir. What do you guys think? Yeah, I did it in the welding video. Let me see if I have it. Tested every way. Do you want to see the list? I'm leaking the list. I feel like we had more. But anyways, the whole video, the script is written, I just need to film it. I just wasn't sure if there's any hype behind it before I actually make it. You know? I don't want to like work on a video like 3 days and put it and then 2 people watch it. So packing tape, Gorilla Tape, hot glue, super glue, JB Weld putty. I don't know if you guys know what this is. I'll show you. It's like this putty. This stuff is insane. I'm not gonna take it out of the wrapper, but it's like a really soft putty. Like, I'm fully bending it here. Here, you see how the outside is white and the inside is brown? You mix those two together, and when you mix it in like 15 minutes, it's gonna become a rock. And I mean, I've used these for like engines, metal parts that broke. Like this thing really can do anything. This is the plastic version for plastics. So I'm gonna put this on those 2 plates that I had, and then we're gonna glue them together and see if it survives. So that's one of the options. What do you guys think? Here's the list. After the putty, we got 2-part epoxy. We got zip ties. That's gonna be a funny one. Trying to make this thing survive with zip ties. Bolts and nuts, the classic. A 3D printed pen, which I did a video on. 3D printed snap connector. This I'm not sure yet, but I kind of wanted to do like a seat belt or like a backpack belt. You know, those like metal plastic clips, whatever they're called. Make 2 of those and stick them onto the plastics, and then have those connect. Plastic clip welder. This is like heating up like staples or pieces of metal and digging them into the plastics and making it stick them together. And a soldering iron, just like the classic like budget way to do this. Just heat up both and squish them together. So that, oh no, don't close that. That's that. And then I have my tests. What was my test? I have a list of tests somewhere. Where is it? I wanted to do like a scoring system for it. Like which one is the strongest, which one, or like a rating for each in strength, in looks, in how easy it is to repeat it, and then if you can take it apart and put it back together. Like bolts, you can take apart and put back together. Clips, you can take apart and put back together. Tape, technically you could take apart and put back together. But let's say any of the resins, any of the epoxies, any of that stuff, it wouldn't stick together. What about environment tests? When cosplayers are wearing 3D print stuff, what is the best way since the strength is limited? Yeah, that's true. Making something to test it over time. That's true. That's a good point. But how would I test that without doing like 3 weeks of like making a rig that shakes 24/7 and putting it on that? How would I test environment? Definitely looks is important because I have a feeling the tapes are gonna look like shit. The hot glue is gonna look like shit. The super glue maybe is gonna work. The putty is gonna look terrible. Epoxy's not gonna look good. UV resin's not gonna look good. Zip tie's not gonna look good. Bolts and nuts is gonna look good. Pen is gonna look good. 3D printed snap connector can look good. Plastic clip welder is gonna be okay, and this is gonna look like shit. Silicone, yeah. But I mean, how do I create a test? Like, how do I make the video? Like, here's all the options. Let's make them, right? So let's go and make each one. Let's make packing tape. I'm gonna take 2 pieces. I'm gonna stick tape on them. Make sure that it's strong enough that I can put it on that rig and start dropping hammers on it and doing a rip test and whatever, right? I'm gonna have to do those tests for every single one. What's a test we can add for environment that doesn't take longer than, let's say, 10 minutes? Because each one's gonna take 10 minutes. So that's like 2 hours, 3 hours. What's an environment test? You know what I mean? Project Farm might give some ideas, yeah. Because I know most of the testing rigs that, let's say, car companies use or phone companies or whatever, it's like a legit rig. It's like, if for cars they have like a treadmill for the car and they make it do 100,000 kilometers or miles. And they shake it and they make bumps and whatever. Like, I'm not going to build that, right? So how do I test environment? Because that's a good point. It's like, what if you're gluing things together, but you're going to be moving around a lot and you're going to be letting it get wet and dirty and whatever? I could definitely do a water test. How about that? Let's do that. Let's make a bucket, stick all of them inside wet, and then at the end pull them out and see which ones survive. Definitely some of them are going to fall apart. Hot glue is going to suck. The tapes are going to suck. That's not a bad idea. I could also do the water test and then right after take it outside and do a cold test. What do you think? It's like negative 18 outside. It's absolutely freezing. Negative 17 right now. So it would be like legit cold test. Because I know some glues, like hot glue especially, struggle once you get down under like room temperature, indoor temperature. They don't like the cold. They lose like all glue properties in the cold. That's not a bad idea. Heat gun to simulate sun, yeah, we could do that. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, this video could be interesting. Depending on how I present it, this video could be pretty good. I have to make it fun though. I can't make it like an education. I have to make it like a purely fun, like Michael Reeves, like let's do a tournament style, you know, like one versus the other until we get the final. Like they have to fight it out in the ring, you know. Maybe I put like 2 of them, and then I put weights on both, and I'm like, which one survives longer? It has to be something like that. And then at the end, I can do like a tier list. It's not a bad idea. What is this advertisement? I like these ideas. I'm just trying to, you know, I hope that they pay off for the amount of work they take, you know? That's kind of the biggest problem with these. Like, let me give you another one. So we talked about M&M sorting series. We talked about 3D printing connections. I was gonna do one where you just connect like a regular PC fan to an Arduino. You know, you could make like a solder station or make a fan for your desk or whatever it is, and control it with an Arduino. What else? I filmed the video already. I just need to edit it. It's like top 5 mistakes people make with Arduinos and electronics. And it's like all the really annoying mistakes that people don't know, but they make all the time, and that's why like a 10-minute job becomes a 3-day job, you know? I think that one's fun. I want to do one where it's like top 10 projects. It'd be good for someone like Ben who's getting started and doesn't know where to go, what to do. So that would be a nice one. Ooh, I did get something cool. Let me show you. I don't know where it is though. I've got two cool potential videos. One is it's like a big OLED, big OLED display for Arduino. I think it's OLED, but like a big one. Like, you know, all the ones that you see online, they're like 1 inch, really small 1 inch ones. I have one that's like, I think it's like 2.5, almost 3 inches. So this, put it full screen. This is a Bluetooth module for an Arduino. So I want to be able to use Bluetooth with Arduino, not with another type of board that has it already. I want like the basic Arduino to have Bluetooth. So I got this. And this is a... Oh no, sorry. This is a USB module. Look. For the testing vid, just do the standard 2 board. Then if it does good, make a second one. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. So look. This is a USB module for the Arduino. So you put this into your Arduino. Oh no, the pins are fucked. What the hell? That's not good. I don't know if you can see the... No, you can't see it. I'll try to fix that later. So this lets you plug... Here, I actually have a board right here. This lets you turn your board to accept USB. And then I bought this, which is a Bluetooth USB stick. and I'm going to connect the 3 to let me control an Arduino project with a controller. And then one more level stacked onto that is I actually bought years ago a kit for a robotic arm. It's not big, it's maybe like that big. But I can control the robotic arm with this. And then if you want to go even crazier, I bought like like a little tank frame. So I was thinking, what if I stick the robotic arm on the tank, connect those two together with this, and now I can control like a big robotic or little robotic arm on the tank and just like pick something up and move it across the room or whatever, and just use this. What do you think? If that was the series, would it be interesting? Make a 3D printed gun for the arm? Yes. Dude, I'm telling you, like, mark my words, when this channel has the budget space for some crazy stuff, it's gonna be nuts. I'm 100% gonna get myself on a watch list. Just like fucking around and making some fun stuff. I'm definitely gonna get in trouble. Yeah, I got like the most outrageous ideas on a list that I don't want to share to anybody because it's so crazy. Like I think the calmest idea I have on that list is motorizing a couch. It's already been done many times, but it's something I wrote down years ago that I want to do. I want to build like a legit car couch and make it look like a normal couch. A lot of them have like big frame and wheels. I want to make it look like a normal couch and then just have a controller like this, you know, and just drive myself around. Or imagine like now with the technology we have, I make a rolling couch, like an electric couch, and I put ChatGPT into it, and I teach it how to do like auto driving. You know, I put it. Let's say I'm driving, and I just press a button, and it goes into autopilot, like a Tesla. Like we could do that kind of stuff now. So many crazy ideas we can do. Oh, have you guys ever used what's it called? Electromagnet. I have one of those. I want to do a video on. So it's like it does nothing when it's sitting there, but you put electricity in it and it becomes a magnet. So you can like pick things up and put things down using an electrical flow that you can activate or deactivate, right? So if I built that robotic arm and I had something metal, I could put it over that, turn on the magnet, lifts it, turn off the magnet, drops it. That'd be cool. Definitely a lot of ideas we got to do, but I think I'm gonna start with that series. Give me a sec, I'm gonna fix some Discord roles. Also, for anyone in the stream, I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna grab it right now. Discord link. Join the Discord. Let me see. Server settings, roles. Permission. Okay, here, I'm gonna put it in the chats right now. In YouTube chat. Discord link. Twitch chat. What the hell? Twitch chat, where is it? Alright, I'm spamming it. Uber, you're in the Discord, right? I think with the same name. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's you, right? Uber and Discord? I got Ben here. I don't see you. I'm waiting for your confirmation, Uber. Probably end stream in a minute or two here. I don't want to drag them out. I want to make it like a quick, fun thing, and I guess next week I'm gonna come back with this. This is the goal. Agitator. I don't know how to spell that. Agitator. Agitator with color sensor. So it grabs a batch of M&Ms, sorts into feed, color detect, shoots out. Let's do that. Oh shit, look who it is. Zai, you came late, man. You wanna see the kind of schizophrenic things we've been working on here, man? Look at this. This is gonna sound crazy. We're gonna break or beat the world record for the fastest M&M sorting machine. There's not an official record that I can actually find, but there is a guy on the internet that's claiming he's the fastest one. And years ago, I saved it. Where is it? Here. So years ago I saved it and I said I'm gonna do this one day, and I guess today is that, or now is that day. It's gonna be a series because there's no way I can do this in one video. But look, this is what he made. So if they fall down, then these things throw a flap out and it falls into its bin. We did the math. He can do, I think it was 5 or 4 M&Ms a second. We're gonna try to go for 10 to 15 M&Ms a second. So just for an example, the small M&M packs that you can get at the gas station, they come with around 60 M&Ms in them. And that would take us 4 seconds to do. To sort it. Like whatever color combination is in there, throw it in, press the button, and within 4 seconds you're gonna have all the colors sorted. This is ideal. We're gonna start with a one version, very basic one, make videos on that, and then eventually go for the world record. But I'm pretty motivated to do this, especially with these wonderful drawings. Fun, yeah. I just want like a fun viral idea, not just boring code stuff on the channel. And I think this would be something fun that anybody would watch, you know? Like, I'm not just stuck in the niche of like, do you like code and do you like electronics? This is like a bit outside that. It's like, let's just make something fun for no reason. Like, this is not going to cure cancer or make more money or do anything positive. It's just going to sort M&Ms as fast as possible. And I'm going to dethrone Mr. Tinker's Chronicle, some small channel that now is just gonna get flamed. You know, he gets some views on his bigger projects, but it looks like some dad, just some chill guy. Let's see what his website is. Let's go to his website. I don't know. To improve upon for no reason at all, have bowls X distance away and launch it into there just because you can. Yeah, dude. Our problem is actually... Let's see. Our problem is actually that we're gonna be shooting the M&Ms too fast. Because what I'm gonna do to make it work, what is this? This is like the guy's company. Whatever. What I'm gonna do to make this beat his record is I'm going to actually use compressed air to launch the M&Ms as fast as I can, to sort them as fast as I can. So this drawing is not accurate anymore to what we're doing, but it's just an example. Pick a good color here. Okay, so up here, well, let me skip this ad.
There's a YouTube Music app where you can also listen to the EDM version.
Okay. Yes. Okay, so up here, zoom this in. Up here, M&Ms go in, right? Then they're gonna go down through something that we're gonna make. It's like a big plate where it spins, and there's holes on the plate. And M&Ms will fall on those holes, and then those holes will move the M&M on a specific pattern. One place will scan the color, and one place will allow the M&M to drop down into the machine. Now, once that happens, from here to here, they're all gonna get joined into one mainstream tube, pipe, whatever. Why the music stuff? Okay. They're all gonna go down here and merge into like a joint. From that joint, they're gonna go into this, which is just our airway tunnel, whatever you want to call it. It gets fed compressed air. We're gonna have to pick a speed that works. And then it's gonna shoot these M&Ms as fast as we can. And they're gonna get sorted. Where's my mouse? I can't see it anymore. I hate using this paint. I'm gonna find a better app for next stream. So then they're gonna go and get sorted into their respective bins like this. Because that guy's project that you saw in the video is limited to gravity. I want to go faster than gravity. Just a demo. That's top speed. But what if I did this? I just doubled the speed. Right? So that's kind of my idea with M&M. It's like, how do I... Where's the bottleneck? The bottleneck is how fast M&M can go through the system. And how fast we can scan it. So the problem is the color scanners we want to use, they can scan safely once every half second. So a color scanner can do 2 M&Ms a second. That's not enough. We need to do 5 M&Ms a second or more. So to do 10 M&Ms a second, we're going to need 5 color scanners, each working offset. Does that make sense? Or together. But to get that volume, we're going to need to run that much. That's another schizophrenic thing. That's how this works. So here's the math. 1 color scanner can do 2 M&Ms a second. Good enough. That looks like a 5. I can't. Right? So that means, let's say, 4 scanners can do 8 a second. And it keeps going. I think it would be nuts if I can get 10 of these to work at the same time. But that's a lot more complicated than it seems. But that would mean so that would let me sort 20 M&Ms a second. That would make that pack that you buy at the gas station disappear in 2.5 to 3 seconds. And the big bag that you get at like Costco or whatever, it's 7 pounds, I think they said, which is nuts. I didn't even know M&M bags can get that big. Those have, I think it was 1,200 M&Ms, which would get sorted at 20 M&Ms a second. Quick math is that's expensive. 1,200 divided by 20. So that would take a minute to sort. That would take a minute to sort. I don't think people understand how fast that is. The world record that we saw was, what was it? Do you remember Uber? It was like 30 M&Ms in 21 seconds, or a pack in 51 seconds. The little one, the little baby pack. So we'd be doing nearly 10 times more than 10 times the amount of M&Ms in the same amount of time. Like, that's a bag like this, and he would just chew through. I don't know, I think that would be fucking nuts. So I'm gonna start small. Here's the plan. Make a couple little videos, maybe work my way up to a final build of a 1 color sensor, 2 bins, like a very basic demo of the main project. Maybe we do a little compressed air, but nothing crazy. And then once that works, we give it the juice and we go crazy. We give it the 20 M&Ms per second and we just go wild. And then I hit up Guinness World Record and try to get that record. Would be nuts. Would be nuts. Either way, Uber, Zai, anybody on Twitch, I'm gonna try to stream more on YouTube than Twitch, just because I need to build up the YouTube channel with the shorts and all that. And Twitch, I don't really care about building because it's one of those platforms where you don't really build it. It's just like either you have a community or you don't. So if you guys want, I know some people don't like getting pinged in Discord. Just go to YouTube and there's a bell. I'll put a link. There's a little bell, little friendly bell you can press, and it's gonna notify you when the streams are happening. If you don't like getting notified in Discord, spammed. So I'm gonna put the link right here in Twitch. I think next weekend we'll do again Twitch and YouTube, and then the weekend after that I'm just gonna go straight YouTube full time. So we do that. Actually, fun stream. I feel like this could be a legit project, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it every weekend. I'm gonna try to do every weekend Sundays, where we do like an update and we actually work on this together. 'Cause I don't want to make projects that take too long to make videos on. Because if a project takes me 3 weeks to do, I'm gonna post 1 video in 3 weeks. If it doesn't do well, I lose my 3 weeks. So I'm gonna make this a series where I build it on the stream, and then we go for that world record. We make it happen. Maybe I'll do like a fun thing where it's like the 5 most watch time stream viewers get their name on the machine when it goes into the world record. Something fun like that. Because now on YouTube, where's it? Where's that link I gave you? Now on YouTube, when you guys watch the stream, I get a thing that says how much you watched. Oh, I don't want to hear it myself. Look. Top fans, and then we actually get, like, you get XP points for watching. So maybe I'll do something like that, like the top three most watch time viewers get to have their name on a world record M&M sorting machine that like 10 people will see. But that's still pretty cool. Anyways. So yeah, we're definitely gonna do that. I know Zai, I think if I remember correctly, you're not big into the electronics as much as you are into the programming, if I remember correctly. So I'm gonna try to make more fun videos and less like nerdy tutorials. I'm gonna do like a mix of both. Maybe like 2 a week tutorials and then 1 a week fun building stuff. I think the next one I'm gonna do is a 3D printing video where I'm making like a template. I'm gonna glue it, tape it, weld it, do all the methods of connecting plastic together, and then we're gonna do like a tournament brawl. And we're gonna make them all fight each other and see which one survives. In college, I visually got a robotics. Ah, it's true, you did do that. Huh? Well, I don't know, maybe you don't want to watch tutorials, but I think you would watch a video where it's actually fun and entertaining. Like the Michael Reeves and the William Osmond and all these guys, you know? They're not like showing you how to do it, they're showing you how they did it. But yeah, I wanna work on that. I think it would be super fun. And dude, I got unlimited project ideas. Like I got a literal, for those who haven't been watching long enough. Give me a sec. I got literal motorcycles in here. Like we could build anything. We could build like, I don't know, stream controlled motorcycles. I still got the car up. I don't know, like half of this bike has 3D printed parts, like you can't really see it. But like all the switch panels on here, some mounts, sliders and protection. So I don't know, it'd be cool to do some videos with this stuff. Anyways, I gotta take this engine out and I gotta fix it for this summer. So maybe I could do some videos on that. But unlimited video ideas, just need to find what works, you know? If it doesn't get views, it doesn't pay itself off, and I'm out of pocket, and then it just keeps getting worse and worse. So we gotta make stuff that kind of doesn't pay itself off, but
with the law, my experience has been great. Fresh food.
I gotta find videos that actually have interest in them.
Items like milk are just like I picked it myself.
Chat controls the speed of your bike. Exactly. Like you guys control when I brake. Something like that would be fun. Or I was thinking we can do like a stream project. Like I'll build everything except for the stream controls part, and then I'll give you guys like credits or whatever, and you guys get to use them to help me build it, and we'll make a video out of that. I don't know what. Like, we were talking in Discord, maybe doing a water-cooled chair. I think that would be really cool. Like, I have these, I've got like 3 or 4 different types. But this, it's like little Petelier coolers here. It's like one side gets hot, one side gets cold. I did videos on these. And this is connected to radiators, and it's got a fan and everything. And I can connect these to any sort of plumbing I want. So I can get like a big 10-foot roll of tubing, put water in it, and then we can connect this to the chair and actually like do like the wiring and whatever and make a water-cooled chair or a heated chair or do something. I think that'd be fun. Water projects are always fun because when they explode it's always fun for everyone except me, you know? I have to clean up the mess. I got so many different types of these things that I always thought I would use. Like this one is similar to the ones you use on like a CPU of a computer. One side's cold, one side's hot. And then it's got these massive radiator fans. There's hope it doesn't fall. This little cute guy here. I don't even know what half of these are. A drone controlled by chat, exactly. And then we fly it indoors. Yep. So I think I'll do that. I'm gonna probably end stream. I'm gonna finish up the video I did. I did a video on the top 5 mistakes beginners make, and I kind of made it a joke because it's like all the professionals still make the same mistakes. It's just the beginners know. Sorry, it's mistakes everyone makes, but the beginners get stuck on them because they're beginners and noobs, and the professionals, you know how to fix it because they've been through it before. So it's like common mistakes that everyone makes, but the beginners get stuck on, and it's just like five of them. So it's a quick video. It shouldn't be that long to edit. Battle drone. Ah, dude, I would love. I've been checking that. When I was younger, I did a robotics competition with my school, but the problem is all the ones here you have to go through a college program or through a school. I can't find any that I could actually get in by myself, like a battle bots, but like a local. So I'd have to either build this channel big enough for us to actually do that, which I think would be nuts. Let's say like if I had 100,000 subs and I had 10 people around the Canada, US, and I told them like, I'm gonna rent a location, bring your bots, and let's let them fight it out and stream it. You know, I would do something like that. But there is no program or thing that I can join as an individual. No state stuff, no. And I'm in Canada, but I would drive over, but no, there's nothing. We have like this big thing called CRC Canada that I've done. Like, CRC Robotics Canada, something like that. But it's like, it's really big. Like they make you do a booth and...
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking
We did this
about
in high school.
Meet Base 40.
And we destroyed the college teams. Every year it's like a different like setup. They give you rules on what you're allowed to bring. Oh wait, you guys can see it. They give you rules on what you're allowed to bring, what you're not allowed to bring. Like, oh, you can only have 4 motors and 4 of this, and it can only weigh this much. They give you like all sorts of weird, you know, like restrictions. This year is to pick up these circles from the middle and bring them into the shelf, if I remember correctly.
Organizers say the goal is to give students the industry is like.
It's an opportunity for them to explain that is all kids trained
To them,
See, like they go crazy. They build like booths and stuff. I have no interest in that.
all about building.
I would love to compete in stuff like this. Look, they're using Xbox controllers. Because you already know, like, a high school teacher teaching kids is restricted on what they can do. But me, I have no restrictions. Like, it's coming out of my pocket. Like, I can build the craziest shit. I don't care, you know? And there's nobody, like, to satisfy. There's no rules. If I burn the house down, I burn the house down. Like, I would go fucking nuts in this. In elementary school, I competed in a junior version of these. Yeah, they're so much fun. Honestly, this was like one of the best memories when I was doing stuff in school.
And a tutorial video to go with it. Now those robots are...
Like, we had one... it was like... It was a ball version of this. It's like you pick up a ball and you have to shoot it into a net. Oh yeah, it's probably one of these years. 2013. Yeah, it was around this 2012, 11. Hey, you see that's my school on there. Shit, I wonder if I'm in this. Shit, I don't want to get demonetized. Like this part I don't care for, the drums and shit. Just fight it out. Is it this one? Yeah. Yeah, look at this. You pick up the balls, and then you gotta shoot them at like targets or nets or whatever it is. Now, there's no limit. I remember like there was no limit on how many balls you can pick up and how many you shoot and all that. So we just maxed out everything. We had like a massive rake that went out, collected them in, loaded them up into a queue, and then we didn't do like collect one, shoot one. We collected all of them and just sat in the same spot and just fire. We got like 4th place out of like the 30, whatever. Oh, it was so much fun. Yeah, like some shit like this. See, like that, because it's college programs and high school programs, they're all like stuck to this Vex garbage. You see this stuff? It's called Vex Metal, Vex Aluminum. Yeah, this stuff. Oh, I hate this stuff. Such a pain to work with. It's like just too stiff that cutting it with a plier, it's hard. Anyways, I don't have to do that. I could just 3D print. I could just go full 3D print mode. Where is it? You know what I mean? Mine was like these hourglass thing that we had to put into a goal and then enter about points, all program. I actually want to work from it. Yeah, like those are the best. Vex is garbage. You see, like, you know, you don't need me to say it. Vex is the worst shit ever. But it's like, Vex is like the most school program thing ever. It's like Lego and then Vex. So I would just do like a fully 3D printed one. It's lighter, it's gonna be just as strong. I can do full custom. Oh dude, I would love to compete in this shit. Like, I would spend a year on this, I don't care. Imagine you go in and it's like, the school, and then just some random guy in his garage. I remember we had some crazy ones. We did one in our like smaller area, not like the whole Canada, but we had one. It was, oh man, we had like, how it worked is they would give you a box with everything inside it of what you're allowed to use. See, like here they have like a cheap drill with the battery. So they gave us a drill, a battery. Oh, they gave us like some basic stuff, like 2 wheels off of a dolly. And the competition was, you have like a certain amount of members in your team. You gotta ride a homemade motorcycle around the track. And it's like an endurance race, right? So it's who finishes, I think it was who finishes the most laps. But you don't want to like make the bike super fast and super weak because you might have a bigger guy on your team. And you don't want to do the opposite for the smaller guy. So you have to find a medium that works. And you have to like use only the parts they gave you to make this motorcycle thing. I wish I would remember what program it was. But that one was fun. That one was crazy because we had like a range of members, sizes, and weights, and you wanted to find the perfect one where you're still fast and competitive, but you're not like, you know, if you put the biggest guy and the bike is geared super low, or sorry, super high, it's not going to move, or it's going to drain the battery because it's overforcing it, you know, or it's going to burn the motor. Let's see this one. Okay, make the balls drop, then what? All you have to do is pull on these for them to fly. Okay. Yeah, it's this one, You gotta collect the balls and you gotta shoot them into the... How long? 7 years ago. 2018? Math? 2018 around? Yeah, this one was nuts. Let's see what else they have. I remember I did it like 2012 to 2015. This one I remember, the cubes. Shit, this is actually exciting watching all this shit. Yeah, so this one, you have to pick up a... What is it? This... Oh, was that us? We had something like this. Pretty much we picked up everything. Every year this was our strategy. It was like, let's not spend and waste time on picking up. Let's collect and then go do the tasks. Just get everything done at once. So it's like you gotta go bigger and heavier and complicated, but you don't have to do like this little one where he grabs one and he places it in a box and he has to, it's just like, no, like just spam. Like every year someone did this shit. This was garbage. The zip tie method was so bad. It's like this one, it's like he has to push them into the corner, then he has to flip, pick it up. Trash. Yeah, this would be wild. Imagine like 100,000 sub goal, we do a competition. Like I invite anybody and everybody, I give like instructions on like what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do. I make a series where I make my own, and then I like anybody who wants to come can come. I feel like that would be, people would do that shit. You just have to have enough of a viewership to actually build it. Even if it's like 10 people. Wouldn't that be wild? Just rent like a little like space. Actually, I probably know spaces that would let me go for free. Or for cheap. Like I could go today and they would let me go. So all I need is the viewership to build it for this. I think that's a good 100,000 sub goal. We do this. Wait. This was my school. I'm not in the picture. Shit, I remember this guy. That's hilarious. Rent out an open park. Yeah, we can do it outside too. I feel like it'd be cooler inside because you can have like a mic and set it up like they used to do it. Or just to live stream it, you know, set up lights and shit. But yeah, park could do it too. I'm not too worried about finding a location. We need the people. Alright. Let's see. Let's recap if we missed anything and then I'll end stream. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so M&M sorter. We're gonna do this project, but it's gonna be a slow burn over a lot of streams. I think I made a Discord event where every Sunday, same time, we're gonna do a stream. I'm gonna try again next Sunday, a stream as well. I might do it a little bit later in the day because there was Super Bowl and all that, so I put it early. But Super Bowl is this weekend, so it's kind of hard to compete with time zone. I think next Sunday we'll do the same thing. I'm gonna make a couple of pieces for this M&M sorting machine, and we're gonna work on it together. And I think I'm gonna also do with you guys. I have a conveyor belt. Actually, let me show you. So I bought a real like legit conveyor belt. Like it works, it's got springs and adjusters and it's got feedback and all this shit. But the manufacturer I got it from does not have any documentation really on how it works because I think it's a clone. And I can't find the real original one. So we gotta test out these pins and see if we can figure out how it works and how the feedback loop works and all that. See, it says here Yam Chang on it, which is obviously some Chinese stuff. So I think next stream we can maybe spend like 30 minutes to figure out how this works. And if we do burn it, I'll just rebuild it. I'll just cut out the motor and whatever in here and I'll just set it up with my own stuff. But it does work. Should work. And yeah, I think this would be cool for some sorting video as well. You know, put something on this, have it go down, M&M scans it, or machine scans it, and then a servo pushes it left or right. I think this would be a cool step one for the sorting. So I think maybe we try that. I guess that's it. I guess that's it for the stream, boys. Thank you for being here. I put the YouTube link for all the Twitch viewers to try to get you guys to come to YouTube so we could do YouTube only eventually. What else? I think that's it. This music is insane. I'm gonna find a better playlist for next week. But yeah, thanks guys for being here. I'm gonna put a video up tonight or tomorrow morning, and I'll see you guys next Sunday. And as always, join the Discord if you like to have a good time and you want updates and you want to build shit like our earlier viewer Ben. He's in the Discord now. He's gonna buy sensors and he's actually gonna try to build some stuff. So yeah, join the